Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. And it is Championship Sunday, and the work doesn't end. Just because it's a football day and the weekend don't mean that I can stop. I got to get my working stuff going on. I'm working on getting all of these football racks and stuff out before I leave and things, and all the channel members who have sent me their email to make sure that their shot glass is in hand. So we've seen some stories before they hired Jason Garrett in New York that the New York Giants was going to have a Dallas Cowboy feel to the offense. You know, they got Barkley there, so they got a great running back and things. You know, they got Danny Dimes. No word as to what they're going to do with Eli Manning, but I'm assuming that they're going to probably part ways with him, although you never know. But Jason Garrett has been hired as the offensive coordinator, and of course he's going to bring what he knows, which is ground and pound offense. And here's an interesting thing, thanks to Emily. I was out picking up more materials. So, excuse me. So, there's Jason Witten, who is mulling over retiring. Word has it that he might end up with the New York Giants. I don't know if that's going to be as a player or as a coach, but rumors are that he'd be going to New York City. So if it is to play in New York, how would you as Cowboy fans feel about that? See, this is one of those things that I absolutely positively hate, is when you have a guy who's been an icon with the team. And I know this is old school type football, but when I grew up, you know, Randy White was always going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Drew Pearson was always going to be a Dallas Cowboys, and they retired. It's because they didn't have free agency back then. You know, now, of course, it's differently. It's basically who's going to pay me the most, and hence, you don't have the loyalty where you used to have that I'm a Dallas Cowboy. If you notice what most players say, they'll say when they're interviewed, well, I'm here to help this team. They don't own being a Cowboy or a Redskin or an Eagle or thing. They look at it as, this is a job, I'm an independent contractor, and I'm out to get as much money as I can, which is what we actually do too. Do you really look at your company and say, you know, I'm all in for this company, if the company's losing money, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give money back so that way I help the company survive? No. You move on to the next one. But for some reason, we still believe that NFL players should be that way as well. So, if Jason Witten is not ready to hang it up and go back in the booth, how would you feel as a Cowboy fan if he ended up following Jason Garrett to New York and became a player there? Sad thing is it doesn't usually work out. I mean, there's, you know, for every Peyton Manning, there's the Joe Montanas, there's the Tony Dorsetts, that it's the Emmitt Smiths, that we just don't want to hang it up yet, and we're just going to go play and sell some tickets. And it's just something in my mind that I absolutely positively hate. I hope that doesn't happen. I think Jason Witten, having done everything he's done, going to New York, I don't think that's going to get him a championship, that Super Bowl ring, before he will eventually would have to retire. So I just don't see that being the case. If it's there to go coach, okay, then I'd be happy that he's got a job and going into coaching and getting experience. I'd feel great for him about that. I'd hate to see him over there with the New York Stinking Giants, but I'd understand that completely. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But we are, wow, only 40 minutes away from game number 1, Kansas City versus Tennessee. And I'll be actually in my workshop because I got to finish the stuff up. I got Stuart Morris has got his shelf coming, and you know, Mike has ordered a couple of them and things. I need to get the stuff done. It's just not enough hours in the day. Hope you guys come along for the ride for the Super Bowl. I think we're going to have a blast, even though the Cowboys aren't there. It's still an event that you want to be part of. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, just going to keep plugging at it.